Oh, my goodness. Welcome. Hold on. Welcome to episode 84 of Blerd Talk. We've been out for a little bit. We had a wedding to go to, and life has been lifing. I took a new position, and it's got me down bad. I'm
That's
not
real.
gonna lie. It's got me down bad. Jason, how you feeling, my boy? How you feeling?
Doing okay. The office kind of ticked me off past few days, but happy to be here. And for whoever's watching, I'm happy you're here to listen. So this will be a very fun, therapeutic episode.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Ryan is not joining us tonight because right now he's getting Panda Express. So I told him to go ahead and cop that honey walnut shrimp. You know what I'm saying? That's the goat. You know what I'm saying? So we got a couple of things to talk about this week. Okay. Now I'm not gonna waste no time because the statistics show people only listen to the show for about an hour. First things first, Jason. I told you that I wanted to talk about. No, first, let's get into the news you can use because, guys, I'm not going to lie to you. Jason sent me something in the chat this week, and there's this movie called The Chosen. I'm going to read it to you. The Chosen, a series about the life of Jesus Christ, will be turning it into a cinematic universe.
Now, is this Chosen? So this Chosen is already out. Or if that's what the new name of it is.
I'm taking, that is, it's going to be a Joseph Limited series. A Joseph Limited series, a 3-season Moses series, and the Acts of the Apostle series, a Jesus animated series that follows Jesus' interactions with children in the wild starring Paul Walker. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not knocking the religion thing, but why does it have to be a cinematic universe?
I don't know.
I don't understand that at all. I don't understand that. I don't get it.
Respectfully speaking, I just don't see.
Go ahead. And here's my thing. I know people are going to see it, but how much? I'm pretty sure these movies are going to cost a lot of money, especially the Moses one. Because just the scene alone of parting the Red Sea, come on now, that alone got to be like $200 million right there with special effects.
Let me ask this: there's a first set of trilogy to kick off the Jesus. Okay, do you think they're gonna make it past the first trilogy? Any number you can. Do you think they do all 3, 2, or after the first one they gonna can't? I don't see.
I think they're gonna make it to.
I don't see the Jesus first making it far.
I really feel like the Moses series will probably, if they're smart, they'll start with that. I feel like because, the Prince of Egypt and stuff like that, like people still got Moses, like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? And I don't see it going past that though. No, absolutely not. Not at all. Not at all. I feel like they're going to get like 2 movies in there like, oh, okay, this is, no, yeah.
That's my assumption.
Yeah. I feel like they're going to get 2 movies and they're going to be like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not going to lie to you.
How did it make it past the like
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that there's not an audience for it, but I just don't see people spending money to go see that. I don't see that.
I'm assuming that based on, and this is only based on walks of life with other people that I have personally met, and unfortunately having to include social media, it feels like there's a way higher percentage of atheists than people who believe in God. So they're not going. And you have your few that see it for entertainment purpose or just for curiosity. I'm not saying that, but in order to sustain a whole Jesus verse,
no, that's not going to work. That's not going to work.
That's what I say. We might get the 2 of them, and then that's when they'll be like,
yeah, that's not.
What? We'll just save our money.
They're not going to be like, no. I just had to get that off my chest. And Jason, so this is what I had to tell you that I don't know you're going to agree with me with. Since we're all kind of on the Batman kick right now because of the Penguin, I started watching Gotham Knights. Now, for those of you who don't know, Gotham Knights was this show on the CW that it was trashed. Like, people trashed it so bad. But let me tell you why. Okay. It's really funky. Okay, just hear me out, though. Hear me out. So, Batman adopts another son called Tanner. Batman is killed. Tanner teams up, and he's framed for the murder. He teams up with the Joker's daughter. Two kids, but teenagers, a boy and a girl. They're like thieves, and another girl. Like it's terrible. Okay. I understand how that sounds, but I'm not going to lie to you, Jason. It is a little cheesy. I'm not lying.
You said CW. That's already.
I know. It already kind of scratches it. Yeah. But let me say this. It's a tad bit more entertaining than Batgirl was.
I never seen neither show. Y'all told me not to watch it.
And I still stand by not seeing it. This is something that you should literally just watch when you have nothing else. And it's not the fact I just happened to turn it on. I was like, you know what? Let me give it a try. Okay? Let me just give it a little razzle dazzle. And I was like, nice. So I just wanted to tell you, I did see that. Don't get me wrong. It's only like 10 episodes. I've been it's kind of got me in a chokehold, my boy.
I'm going to tell Scott on you. I'm going to tell.
The print is so wild because you're like, wait, Bruce Wayne adopted. Oh, I forgot. Carrie Kelly is in it. The girl from That's So Raven. That's So Raven house, the one where she's grown and has 2 kids. The girl that plays her daughter is Carrie Kelly. And I thought that was pretty cool. You know, I'm like, oh, Carrie Kelly's in it. Okay, that's pretty awesome. But other than that, don't waste your time on it. But I'm not going to lie to you. It is like I said, if you have nothing else to watch, and if you can make it past the first episode, you go like, huh. But it's cheesy like a CW show. It is super cheesy. So it's kind of like, wow, for real, these kids. And the whole premise is they're hunting down the Court of Owls. And for people who don't know, the Court of Owls basically runs Gotham. They've been running Gotham for like decades. So in that aspect of it, I'm like, okay, they brought the Court of Owls in there. That's pretty dope. And the Court of Owls is actually the ones that killed Batman. So in that aspect, I like the story. The story keeps you engaged. Yeah. So, and the Joker's daughter, the girl who plays the Joker's daughter, I like how she has her own personality and she's not all out wild like the Joker. So that was pretty cool. But I just thought I should get that off my chest.
I'll take your word for it, man. The Speed Force has retired me. I think I'm done with CW shows forever.
Every time something happened, we're going to the Speed Force or we're going back to the island that Oliver Queen came on. Every time. You're like, what the hell is going on?
But Superman and Lois was dope.
Superman and Lois was dope. And I need to actually finish that. And even the Superman show was good. Where he had the 2 sons.
That's Superman and Lois.
Oh, that's Superman and Lois? Oh, I thought you was talking about the animated one.
That was fire too.
So I started watching that again, and that is like excellent. So now guys, this is what we're gonna do because we're gonna talk about Agatha, but we're focused on DC. But in talking to the DC part, I watched Rebel Ridge. If you haven't watched Rebel Ridge, it's on Netflix. Watch it. Excellent. But the guy who's the main character in that, I forgot that he was in Krypton. He was in a few episodes of Krypton.
Well, I never watched Krypton.
Krypton was actually okay, but I want him to play John Stewart. Yes, I want him to play John Stewart.
Martian Manhunter, that's easy.
Or Martian Manhunter. He would do good in both.
Oh, John, both.
I could he would make a excellent John Stewart.
Yeah, He got the look. He got the charisma.
He got the look. He got the charisma. Like,
he got the style.
I truly want James Gunn to hire that dude to be Jon Stewart. Yeah. Because I'm not going to lie to you. I know you really can't have a Green Lantern without Hal Jordan. But I do feel like Hal has kind of run its course.
And it's funny you mentioned that. Let me ask you this about that.
Okay.
Because I was pondering. It's funny that you bringing up Hal Jordan and Green Lantern. Because I was pandering through the internet and I saw little rumblings that the reason why they're going more away from Hal Jordan is because of Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern. They think it ruined the brand and the name of Hal Jordan to where most movies don't even want to even put him as a main focus Lantern like they used to. Because back when we were younger, Hal Jordan was the main known Lantern. Even when Justice League came out with Jon Stewart, they skipped over Kyle, which most non-comic book fans wouldn't know.
Right.
So if I ask the casual, who's the Green Lantern, nowadays it's Jon Stewart.
Jon Stewart. And if you think
but
about
do you think it's
Jon
because
Stewart
of
got his
Ryan
own
Reynolds?
animated movie. He got his own animated
Yes, he did. Yes,
You're
he
right.
did.
You're right.
Do you think they moved away from Hal Jordan because of Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern movie?
That is a very good question. Okay, well, let me say this. Yes.
I think they could bring it back.
I was going to say that was bad, but that doesn't live in my head. But then again, too, we're different people. We didn't seen, the Justice League, and we didn't read some comics. Now I can see how somebody who doesn't read comics can say, "Oh, if that's Hal Jordan, that's not the Hal Jordan I want." Because now it's funny you say that. I was telling somebody today that movies tend to stick with people who don't read comics because that's their thoughts on the stuff. Okay, like this. The biggest thing the internet had was, can Superman beat Homelander? That shouldn't even be a question in anybody's head. Superman will bury Homelander 10 times over. But see, when people think of Superman and they think of Homelander, if you really think about it in the movies, you don't really see Superman doing some extraordinary shit. But you see Homelander like taking out other heroes, saving stuff. But we know that would not happen because we read the comics. Mm-hmm. So because you read the comics, you know the extent of Superman's power.
Whatever season with Homelander's father, he was getting beat until he needed homeboy, his enemy. I can't think of his name. I'm blanking out on his name.
Dude, I know who you're talking about, but yeah.
But he was getting beat by his dad to where they had to team up.
Yeah.
To beat the dude. Yeah. Superman ain't going down like that.
Superman not going out like that. And
he's not. Superman ain't going out like that.
And I can see somebody going, well, why they going to do another Hal Jordan when, that one with Ryan Reynolds was bad. And to be honest, you haven't seen, you saw a hint of Green Lantern in the Justice League giant, in the movie. So if you really think about it, nobody has ever really seen Green Lantern in the movies except the Ryan Reynolds one. And I can see somebody saying, but that leads me to something else then. So then why not take Joe Mullen, who's the Green Lantern in Far Sector? Why not do Jessica Cruz, Kyle Rayner, and the Green Lantern who actually carries the gun. In fact, he's on my wall right here. There's a black Green Lantern that actually carries a Glock. So, and he didn't get a lot of story, but I like his stuff too. But I can definitely see that. I can see how they say, "Ooh, that's bad." But I don't think that would stop people from going to go see it if they did another Hal Jordan.
No. I mean, and I know this is a far stretch of quality of movies here, but no one knew who Guardians of the Galaxy was before the movie. So if they could turn nobody comic book superheroes into a mainstream name, you can revive Hal Jordan's Green Lantern.
I'll even go to tell you just like that. I guarantee before the movies came out, if I told you to name anybody from Marvel, the one people you're going to tell me is Wolverine, maybe some people from the X-Men and Spider-Man. Nobody would have ever said Iron Man, Captain America. Nobody would have said them. Nobody would have said that because at the time, nobody cared about Iron Man and Captain. In fact, I would say even Captain America was a little bit more popular than Iron Man was. Robert Downey just did a good ass job playing him that he put him on the map.
Yep.
And that's just the truth.
Yep.
That's just the truth.
Yeah, I promise for people listening, because I am fighting for Hal, but I'm a comic book nerd as a kid, and he's my favorite superhero, Green Lantern. Yeah. But I'm not saying keep John Stewart out of it. I'm just saying, as a personal, for me, give me one good Hal. Yeah. But if you never do, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I'm cool.
Y'all sent me the article that the guy who was in Godzilla, he's in the Godzilla when Ken Winterby killed himself with the nuke.
You gotta stop bringing that up.
I know it's so dramatic. I know, but
it's funny you mentioned that too, because when I asked Scott about has he seen Godzilla King Kong Power Glove, I asked him that because it was funny. I was revisiting our 2-part review episode of King Kong and Godzilla, so I remember bringing it up. King of the Monsters. That's how.
King of the Monsters.
And when y'all brought that up, I said it then. I say it now. They took me out when they killed Watanabe.
They did. Man. They did because there was no reason for him to go.
I just want to see it. Let me do it. Come on, bro. Yeah. Nuke. I'm not getting nuked.
Come on now. And I want to let y'all know before we get into this penguin thing, because this penguin is going to be real. Y'all are on Agatha hard. I'm going to tell you right now, after the first episode, I was like, absolutely not. This is junk. I mean, the only good thing is when she turned around in the first episode, you saw them cheeks. I was great with that. I'm like, ooh, Agatha cheeks. That's what's up. But I was like, ooh, Agatha cheeks. I'm sorry. The neighbor, the black dude, is the best part about the show. He's hilarious. He's hilarious.
Oh, shit.
When he turned around, he was like, are you seeing this? Like, he's the best part about the show.
He said, Agatha, you know you're naked, right?
He was the best.
You've been walking around.
He said, yeah, we hear you screaming at night, but nobody says anything. He was like,
he said, don't say her name. Can't say her name.
Can't say her name. He said, don't say her name. But now I will say this. I am very interested after the second episode.
Okay.
Now, since they're on the path, that scene where they were holding hands and they had to sing to him and everything, I'm like, oh, okay, that's all right. Okay, now we picking it up. Am I still interested? Okay, do I still want to watch Agatha? Yes. Do I care anything about it? No, but I do want to watch it. That scene kind of has me intrigued to see where this is going to take us, because the witch is coming up. I'm not going to, and I don't want, here we love everybody. We love everybody on the show, but I just want to go ahead and say, I don't see no point of the dude, like, unless his story is going to be absolutely great. I mean, it does kind of give you the thing because he can't say his name. And the fact that it seems like he doesn't know that nobody else can hear his name. And even when he's giving the backstory, Agatha can't hear it, but he's still talking. So I'm curious to see where that goes. But I would have preferred if it was just the Coven. Okay. And this, you know what? Agatha would have been the perfect. This would have been perfect for Disney to make something that was truly. It would kind of be like American Horror Story, The Coven. It would be so, because that was the best American Horror Story, was The Coven.
I never watched American Horror Story.
What?
Not one episode. My the people I work with been on me about that. They was like, bro, you got They told me to skip a season though, but they was like,
they're probably talking about Murder House was good, Freak Show was wild. You get quiet. Coven, to me, is the best one with the witches. That was the best one.
I'll see what I can do. I'll get around.
Yeah, but I'm intrigued.
I watched Game of Thrones, but I never seen America.
I was intrigued about Agatha. Like I said, after the first episode, I was like, absolutely not. But then the second episode and seeing how that progressed. I like that. And I'm not going to lie, I haven't read a lot of Agatha comics or what, where she comes from.
I haven't read one.
Her personality seems all over the place to me.
Yeah.
Her personality seems all over the place, but it was all right. Like, I'm curious to see where they go.
I'm with you. I like it a little bit more than you do, though. But we still next door neighbors. It is.
Yeah.
I'm with you. It's not like I'm not blown away.
Yeah, I'm not blown away.
Oh,
not blown away.
I like the first episode better than the second episode. I knew the whole cop thing. Yeah, I knew the whole cop thing was a facade and all that stuff. I didn't like the second episode until the end when they got on the road.
Yep.
Man, I like the first episode. You mentioned the dude. When he first said his name, it was
had the
little thing and she couldn't hear it. That's nerd for nerd. I was like, that's Blackheart. There he is, right there.
You think he's Blackheart?
Now I don't know because they said Deborah Pup from that '70s show. Her name is what? Blackheart. Remember? He was like He was like it was 5 names on the list. Who was the fourth one? The last one was Blackheart.
Right.
On the little jump.
Right.
And she went and got Deborah Pup.
You're right.
She didn't even know the song. But they said
when
she was
am I supposed to know this? That part was funny. That part was funny. And
it was interesting because Agatha's reservation to get her.
Yeah.
She was like her hesitance. She was like, nah, don't worry about it, let's just go. And it was like, no, it ain't gonna work without whoever this is.
Who is that?
Like,
yeah.
I'll be back. And then she was just like, she did the whole thing. So I'm assuming she knows that
who she is.
Blackheart. I will.
Go ahead. No. Go ahead. You go.
I will say this. Based on how borderline the show has been for the masses, who of course are coming into this thinking this will be trash. If they do what I will now coin it, Josh, the Mandarin effect, where Blackheart ain't Blackheart, they are going to murder the show. And the only reason I say that is because the Marvel vs. Capcom collection had just came out.
Yeah, I know.
And it is getting a lot of content, and it is viral, the whole 9. So it's a whole lot of people coming out playing this game.
Yeah.
Now, I know certain people wouldn't correlate the two.
Me.
But if people
was good.
People want to see Midnight Suns. People want the Blade. People want, and that's Blackheart's realm.
Yeah.
If Deborah Pup is like, if
really
it ends out without being the Blackheart that everybody know and love, they're going to destroy the show. They're looking for a reason to destroy the show. So I hope they tread very lightly, because if they hit us with the Mandarin effect.
Oh, that was. And for y'all who don't know who the Mandarin effect is, that was the third Iron Man. Yeah, that was the third Iron Man. Where the Mandarin, one of the greatest villains in Marvel history, was played down, and y'all wasted Ben Kingsley.
Yep.
And he murdered the role, and then y'all played with my emotions. Y'all got to the end, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, I'll just play him on TV." I was like, "You have to be kidding me!" I could have shot the TV. I was like, "This is oh my god."
we went to the movies to go see it. You was ready to get up.
I was like, "Movie over. This is it." I was like, "I gotta go.
Yo, let's go.
I gotta go."
The Mandarin effect. That's what I'm calling it.
He said, "Is this gonna be a spoiler review? We can keep it not spoil. We can not spoil it for the Penguin. We can not spoil it." Because now, okay. Now, you know what? Let's get hot and heavy to it, because I got some gripes. My first gripe is this. One, and this is for every network. If I pay for your service, I should get all the episodes, and I should not be getting one at a time.
No, sir. No, sir. Come on now.
I do not like that. I can see it for people who got a free trial, but not for me. I pay Disney.
This is cool.
I got the bundle. I pay $30 for Hulu Max.
Right.
and Disney. I should be able to get all episodes.
Nah.
But they're keeping. I know why they're doing
The
it.
suspense. Hey,
It's
you
the
got it.
suspense.
Come on, man. Come on, y'all.
So
man, look, y'all. We gotta stop binging sometimes. Let's do the week to week. Let's build that.
And
suspense.
I'm not gonna lie.
Let's get that to be continued.
Let's get that.
Next
and that's
time
what
on
it
Dragon
is.
Ball Z. Let's do the next time on Dragon Ball Z. We need that back. We need that back.
And quick off topic before we get to the Penguin, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, October 11th. If you want this work, come see me.
I'm not getting online because all y'all gonna do is pick Ultra Instinct Goku and God Vegeta and Whis and Beerus and do all that. Nah, I'm not playing. I will not be online unless we can do restrictions to where everything is balanced. Then you can come get this work. But if you just gonna pick UI Goku, nah, I'm good. I ain't getting online. Heck nah.
Man.
Nah. I know y'all. I'm playing story mode.
Straight story mode, not even going online. Okay, so here it is. Here's my honest review. DC is
2 out of 5 for Agatha.
Oh, 2 out of 5?
Both combined episodes together.
One out of 5 for the first episode. I at least give the other episode a 2.5.
Yeah, I'm both twos. Both twos.
Okay, so here y'all go.
But okay,
y'all want to know about the Penguin?
It's okay. Agatha's okay.
Agatha's okay.
It's okay.
The Penguin has shown me that somebody who's writing is actually reading the comics. Let me get into that real quick. For those who don't know, there is a comic book series called Dawn of DC, basically like a retelling of all the DC stuff. And it talks about the Penguin. He actually has his own series. In fact, I'm going to show you right now. This is the series. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I got it on my little thing right here. Hold on. It's 11 issues. It's called Dawn of DC, the Penguin. When I tell you this is probably one of the best comic books I have read, and it came out 2023. The Penguin, if it continues on this path, here we go. Here we go. You see that thing turning down at the bottom. There he is. And he came right at the right time, too. There he is.
That's just like the Street Fighter. Here comes the new challenger.
Here comes a new challenger.
Yeah,
stop the game.
Yep, we can hear you.
Perfect.
If the Penguin keeps up with this, the Penguin will be the best show of 2024. But we have to see how it goes right now. I still got X-Men 97 as best show of 2024. But I'm going to tell you why I love the Penguin. One, most people fail to realize this. Yes.
You are combining animated and live action together?
For the best shows, yes, we're doing that. Oh, wait, are we? Are we?
I don't care.
I was going to say yes.
Okay.
So I was going to say yes. But here's why I think that this is why I say somebody at DC is reading. One, in that comic book series I was just showing you, they done kind of switched it up. In the old stuff, the Cobblepots had just as much money as the Waynes, but they lost their fortune. Mm-hmm. Okay? It's kind of been redone since then. Mm-hmm. But I feel like everybody plays the Penguin as not a serious villain, but he's absolutely a serious villain.
You ain't watch Gotham.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like people have this that he's just some short, fat dude who doesn't know. No. The Penguin is a mastermind when it comes to business. He could damn near talk his way out of anything. I'm Oswald in this comic book I'm reading. I haven't gone too far, but him and Batman are in. This is not part. This is in the comic book. Him and Batman are in the Batmobile. It's Batman that got hit in his ribs or something. Cobblepot's in there, and he's like, "Shut up, Bruce." So I'm taking. He knows who Batman is. He didn't talk his way out of anything. the Iceberg Lounge and all that, that was just a front for like the real business he was doing as it was made out in the thing. But Oswald Cobblepot, aka the Penguin, is like a serious villain, and he's like, people are scared of this man. What I like about the HBO show, he's treated like a villain, like a respectful guy. So right now, okay, Sophia Falcone, she's a brute stuff ass, but I'm going to tell you the scene. Hey, Style for You was good. All I'm going to tell you, and this is not going to spoil it, but when Penguin pulls out that gun, when the dude calls him a bitch, and he say, oh my God, ice his ass. And then it's like, he's like, yeah. Then he thinks about it. He was like, fuck, what did I just do? I'm loving it. I'm loving the story so far. I'm loving Colin playing the Penguin. I mean, I can't even think who could play this role better. But I said the same thing when the Batman came out. When he was the Penguin in the Batman, I was like, yeah, this dude's murdering it.
Yo, that joke was great.
Yeah, it was great. It's gritty. He's smart. He's thinking 10 steps ahead. I'm very pleased with this. And if this lets me know the future of how DC is looking, we got nothing to worry about. And remember,
he should win an Emmy.
I guarantee the next Emmy Award, he's going to be nominated. He has to.
I hope so.
Because even if you take away the Penguin part of it, if you were just watching it as a show and you didn't know it was the Penguin, you'll be like, damn, this thing actually pretty good. That's what I like about it. And I think, now, do I think they're going to show Batman? I don't know.
Nah.
I do think some other villains are going to be, like, to be honest, I think Selena Kyle may make an appearance in it. And my boy Jason from work actually put me on. I think Selena Kyle's going to make a thing in it.
Yeah, if I had same actress from the movie?
Yeah, because it would be weird for her not to be in it.
Respectfully, what's her name?
Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah, Zoe Kravitz.
Oh, okay, I thought so. I knew it was Zoe, but I was about to say a whole different last name.
Something
and I'm not going to embarrass myself either.
If I had something, I'm not going to embarrass myself. If I had somebody else that was going to be in it, I feel like another villain is going to make an appearance in it. And I'm not talking like the Joker or anything like that. I just feel like another...
Because
this would be a good way to grow out your universe.
Yeah. But I mean,
I agree with that part. I think they are going to show another.
Yeah, they're going to show another villain. But
they
remember,
said this is leading to the second Batman movie.
Right. So,
right into
and that's what makes me think that the Batman is going to make an appearance in maybe the last 2 or maybe 1 episode, because it's supposed to lead in to Batman 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I figure if it's leading into Batman 2, you gotta maybe not show him, but make some hint that he's like, and I don't even feel like he's gonna have a whole scene. They may just park the camera up to a gargoyle and he's just looking over the city or something like that. Nothing serious, you know what I'm saying? But the kid that's playing Victor, the kid with the stutter, good actor. I ain't gonna lie. When he went to the girl's house and he's like, yo, I need a lullaby, baby. I need a lullaby. Yo, what you got for me? Like, I'm like, yo, this show is like that. I'm loving this thing so far. But like I said, we're only 1 episode in. Okay, we're only 1 episode in, so we have a little bit to go. But if it continues on this path, yeah.
But this set the tone. Like, this was probably the best pilot I've seen in a minute.
I agree.
Like, this set the tone. Like,
in fact, the only other pilot show I can see that has really had me like this, maybe Smallville. But you know how much I love Smallville.
So you just skipped over WandaVision.
Yeah.
Skipped all over WandaVision.
But you know what's funny? I was going to say WandaVision too, because after that first episode, we came back here and we were gassed for WandaVision. We really were.
Best show they ever did.
I mean, excellent. But I am very pleased with the Penguin.
Or Loki.
I heard a good theory that the Mad Hatter being the drug dealer due to rumors of his parents. I can see the Mad Hatter being not so big enough where he can make an appearance in the show.
And this will be the perfect time, right? And this will be the perfect time for those C+ villains because he has a big rogues gallery. I love Joker, Riddler, all them, but come on, let's expand. Victor Zsasz, somebody, come on.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. You can have Calendar Man.
Victor Zsasz, that's real.
Victor Zsasz.
Calendar Man, that's real.
And you can have Calendar Man. That would be great. Like Calendar Man in there. Oh, that would be awesome. Like he go to visit him or something. And, like he just like all the calendars and shit on the wall. And you're like, oh, this Calendar Man. Like I think Victor Zsasz is a good one to have in there. It would be. I'm pretty sure they're going to reference Bloodhaven and all that too. Because if I'm not mistaken, he went to or they mentioned Metropolis. Was I just dreaming that?
I can't remember.
I don't think. I think I'm making that up. I don't.
No, they mentioned Bloodhaven though in the first Batman because that's where Catwoman was leaving. She was going to Bloodhaven.
She was going to Bloodhaven. So the Penguin is. I am very pleased with it. Like, okay, but I do have one gripe about it. I do understand that it's the Penguin. He's supposed to have some type of deformity. And of course, when you go back to Danny DeVito, it was the hands. And most people don't even know that too. The Penguin is really not just penguins. It's like all birds are like his thing. It ain't really just penguins. And even in the comic book stuff, it's his nose. Like he done had his nose operated on like 1,000 times. But I feel like the leg brace takes away from his character. And let me explain why. Because there are some times when the Penguin has went hand-to-hand combat. I mean, nothing serious. You know, we ain't talking like but he got it like a nice little 1-2 hook, you know what I'm saying? So
got the cane.
Yeah, and the cane, you know what I'm saying? So, and I call it a gripe, but it's really not serious. But I'm like, damn, I thought maybe because I don't remember him. I remember him having the limp in the Batman, but I feel like it's more present here. It's like, and maybe we didn't get to see him walk a lot in the Batman, but I remember, God, he got a limp. But and then they show how because his foot messed up and everything like that. It's cool. But that's like my biggest gripe, and it's not even a gripe. I was just gonna see if he is gonna do hand-to-hand combat stuff, that kind of puts him at a disadvantage. But he can use other means too. But I'm loving how they're portraying the Penguin. He's just not some goofy, person who's just fascinated with birds. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I like that he's smart. He can talk his way out of situation. He's like, I love that. So I'm for it right now. I'm for the Penguin right now. I'm feeling
it. And I know how sometimes we talk about how women are portrayed, especially like in Hollywood, and how they write certain things. A lot of people don't know a woman is show running this show, and she's doing a great job of writing it. And I'm like, so to all everybody out there, this is how you write a show. You know what I'm saying? It's not trying to push a narrative or anything like that over the top. It's just a good show, and the characters will come. And let's be honest. You talking about strong female characters? Alberto's sister, she could be up for Emmy too. Sophia, she's scary to me.
She is.
Her eyes alone, bro. Like,
she is very scary. And to be perfectly honest with you, Sophia Falcone is not to be. She is buff. She goes hand to hand. She was doing a lot of stuff. She was doing a lot of killing for her father. So that's great. I like how she's written in the show. Like, excellent. I'm just so pleased with it. I'm really pleased with it. Really.
Yeah, I'm excited. This is definitely world building as it should be from a different perspective, and I think this is the best looking Gotham in general.
I agree, and I love the way Gotham. Like, I love how Gotham looks. It truly, it got a gritty side. Like, I do love that myself. I love that. I'm very pleased with that. Very pleased. Very pleased. Here we go. Let's go,
I
Jason.
don't have no gripe with it. I
ain't gonna lie, you did look like you was about. You was like
no. I just want to highlight. I just want to highlight.
Yeah, maybe he'll get the cane. So yes, in the comics, I'm gonna answer. Javon said maybe he gonna get the coin. He gonna get the cane at the end, probably so. But it's funny now in the comic books, he really doesn't have a cane. He just keeps the umbrella. And Mark said, I heard Sophia. Yeah, she's tall. In the comic books, she is tall. In fact, she's taller than her father in the comic books. She is. Now, that is absolutely true. And I get where you're going because I'm not gonna lie to you. You know who I thought they was gonna pick to play Sophia? The girl from Game of Thrones.
Which one?
The tall one, the girl who played the devil in Sandman.
Mm-mm.
You don't think she could be Sophia?
Mm-mm.
For real?
Even though Sophia is a bigger woman, tall, she's not. There's some feminine to Sophia.
Yeah, that is true. Sophia's very, she is feminine. You're right. You are right.
Hands on.
You are right. She is.
I just want to highlight.
You about to say something? Yeah.
Hey. I have no gripes with the show.
Okay, good. I mean, yeah.
Great show. Great episode.
Great episode.
Sophia Falcone nailed it.
She nailed it. She did. Yo, when she asked him out to dinner. Oh, okay. We can't spoil it because my man Mark ain't seen it. Yeah. But excellent. You're right. I agree. She nailed it. Absolutely.
And number two, what I definitely like about this show, with it being tied to the Reeves universe, is I like that it shows that Batman can't stop everybody.
Yes.
There's the Falcons and the Maronis.
Yep.
And you got the Penguin, right? He can't stop everybody.
Well,
I enjoyed the narrative that he could beat anybody, and I feed into it by saying, yes, Batman could beat Goku.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But when it comes to his universe and his role gallery, it is great that, yes, he locked up the Falcons, but they got great lawyers. They pay people off and then back out on the streets. But he can't arrest them because he ain't got no proof. That's how he moved justice. That's what I like. That's the greatness to see that.
That's
even
what I like about the Batman. That he actually failed. He actually failed because the Gotham flooded. He failed, but he was able to. Yeah.
Even in the second movie, third, fourth, or fifth, if they make it that far, they could always have a mob mentality or like an extra option to keep it going. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We watch, not to bring up the Superman animated series cartoon, but we watch so many episodes where somebody will come after him. Superman will stop the dude, but he'll knock on Lex Luthor's door and say, "I know it was you. I ain't got no proof though. I ain't got no proof. But I know it was you, and I'm gonna catch you once I find out it was you."
I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Same thing. So I love the groundedness.
It's Matt the same thing that makes the Winter Soldier great because it's grounded. The show is grounded. That's what. So I work with this dude named Mike. Shout out to Mike. I'm gonna shout him out because I was telling him that's the good thing about the show. It's grounded. It's believable. It's this man who's making his way through the ranks so he can be known. That's the best thing about the show.
I think I'm not advocating for every superhero show to be grounded. I get
right, because some stuff you can't be grounded.
You can't have it, but you can get a lot more out of a superhero show than
I agree.
The fantasy stuff, because then the CGI the digital effects and all of it wears thin, as opposed to grounded. Somebody find another psychological way to mess with you, and that's how the comic books extend so far.
That's
Robin's getting kidnapped.
Exactly.
Barbara's getting kidnapped.
Yes.
A friend of the family, the cousin of the sisters, getting kidnapped. Batman is all Gotham streets.
Yeah.
But you know what though, Jason? I 100% agree, and I love how they established that in the movie. Mm-hmm. He's playing psychological games. They don't know if he's in that dark alley, but just because they see the sign and it's raining and it's dark, their brain is telling them he might be in there. Yeah. So even when even the reveal of him coming out. That was the best reveal. Like he walked out so smooth. It was almost like you really couldn't see him, but he just, bro. This man, I'm telling you, Matt Reeves, bro. Like
that fear,
dude.
That fear.
Yeah,
that
bro.
fear.
That was the first time I felt like I was watching Batman, and I was like, "Oh, this is scary." Like that was the first time I felt like if I was a criminal and I saw that, man.
I can't express, like, I'm hoping, because I feel like shows start off good all the time, but some of them, like near the end, they take a complete nosedive, and you're like, oh.
Here's hoping.
Yeah,
neither show. Respectfully, neither show. I ain't got no problem with Agatha. Did I believe in it? No, but I ain't got no problem with it. I ain't got no problem with it.
They should have did it earlier.
My thing with Agatha was, it just, I don't know if the whole, because I feel like it took too long. Like now, nobody cares. Like, I feel like if they had done it like maybe a year after WandaVision, okay, people would have still been invested. But like now, is there really a point to watching Agatha? Because
not for me personally.
Yeah, and I definitely feel like because Marvel wants to connect everything, and I say that because look at this, like the Penguin. The Penguin is leading up to the Batman 2. Which, after the Batman 2, James Gunn is really starting off like the rest of his stuff. So
it's going to be separate, but you're right.
Right,
it's going to be
right. It's not
thank
this,
you, my brother.
But here's the thing.
It's going to be separate, but
I think after the Batman 2, we're not going to get nothing else from Matt Reeves. I don't think so.
I mean, to be honest, and y'all brought up how Batman should have won an Emmy. If it wasn't for, and this all depends on the person listening and y'all. If it wasn't for everything,
Javon said, "In Reeves we trust." In Reeves we trust.
If it wasn't for everything, everywhere, all at once, Batman would have won Emmys because that's the only reason. Oh, Oscar, excuse me. They would have won Oscar because that's the only reason why they didn't. They both came out, and that joke, I remember it cleaned house.
Yeah, everything all at once cleaned house. It did.
It cleaned house.
But,
okay,
now,
and I ain't mad at it. That Jones was dope. That Jones was a great movie.
And Ryan, are you really? Everything everywhere all at once is like that.
Yeah, it was.
But that was a great story about a mother and her children and the family. That was good.
Took too long, especially at the end.
Yes,
when they were showing all the different lives for like for like a 2-minute PowerPoint. I was like, can we get to it? Let's get back to it.
I mean, Ryan, do you really care about another Batman movie after Batman 2?
I'm going to say I do because, one, look how many Batmans we had. Batman is one of those characters, especially from DC, everybody loves. And the fact that Matt Reeves is taking it true to, like, DC stands for Detective Comics. To me, the Batman was the first iteration where there was actually a true to character Batman, bro. He was actually he was a detective in it. Bro,
okay, I give you that.
You know what? This jump, the Penguin itself proved that, because remember, Batman was going to be rated R. It was originally going to be rated R, but Penguin kind of proved my point, like just based off everything in it. It's like, oh yeah, this is like a mature show. Yeah, bro, because especially like since it's grounded, like to me, that's why when y'all sent that message about my Batman list, I immediately, like, my gripe was, y'all remember how in the other movies y'all would see like the dark circles around his eyes with the mask on? He would take it off and then they're gone. Eye paint. Yeah. And they'll take it off and it's gone. That never, all my life, bro, that never made sense to me. This was the first time they actually showed it. And it was running down underneath. I said, "Thank you." Like they kept it.
Ryan got me weak. He like, "Oh man, the bat eyeliner. He needs the bat eyeliner."
But it's crazy. But he's right.
He does have a point. I'm not knocking that.
I definitely remember it in the Keaton. I think he did.
Yeah.
I think he did have.
And he'll take it off and it be gone. Like, bro, that don't make sense to me because it wasn't a part of the mask.
Mark said, I haven't completed Agatha yet. But I finished episode 1 of both series, and the plot established in Penguin is much stronger. Yes, it actually
absolutely.
Oh yeah, focus on Agatha reclaiming her powers isn't very captivating. Right. It's not. You don't care about that. Like, hey, that's why. Look, story makes it. I tell people all the time. We had this discussion at work today. Deadpool and Wolverine is good, but the story is really mid. The story is really mid.
Yeah.
The story is mid. The Penguin, I'm interested in what's going on. I want to see, okay, how is he going to do this? How is he going to do this? How? And see, I keep forgetting that Batman, the Matt Reeves one, is basically year one Batman.
Correct.
I think he's only been Batman for like what, 2 years or something in there.
Yeah,
or
I think 2 years. Yeah.
Okay.
That man tried to hit the glide. Oh my god.
Yeah, he was like,
like,
when he tried to zip himself, I was like, oh, this really year two. Your man don't even know how to zip the buttons. I was like, oh. So it definitely makes sense that Matt Reeves can really take this a whole place, because now you're talking, you still got the Penguin. You still got, like I said, Calendar Man. And I'm not even talking
Two-Face again.
You can get.
Yes, I would love, especially in this
universe. It would be so good.
Yes.
But I would love to see Harvey Dent when he's just a straight lawyer first. And when he's being a DA.
Thank you.
That would be so. Oh, Gotham Knights, Misha Collins from from Supernatural. He's Harvey Dent. But Harvey Dent doesn't have the face.
Now's not the time to bring Gotham Knights back up. We got past that segment already.
Oh, Mr. Mac did not know this. I was today years old that I found out that DC stood for Detective Comics. Yes, it does. He said, thanks, Ron. Yes, it does, Mr. Mac.
Yes, it does.
Salute. That's what we're here for. Salute. Yes, so Javon, the Quarter Owls.
So, Josh, this confirms that the Holy DC Trinity is still necessary in Hollywood,
and that's why I said what I said when he asked me that question.
You like James Gunn, Superman in the suit. We're gonna get Wonder Woman back, and we coming back strong in the DC.
But
come on, Josh.
I don't think the Trinity is where he should have started. I'm not saying that. I'm not.
That's the foundation.
I know
that's the block.
But I don't think the Trinity. He should have started with the Trinity. Okay, here you go. Give me some heroes.
Go ahead.
Mr. Terrific. Okay.
So wait a minute. Do you want to, after this? Would you be mad if we go to OA or to the Speed Force?
I'd rather go to OA than we go to the Speed Force. I'd rather go to OA than the Speed Force. But see, now that's another thing. He could have started off with the detective, the Lantern Corps.
Well, hold on. Technically,
you can't start off with that.
Why can't you?
Because you got to establish Superman, Batman, and one.
Thank you.
Guys, come on.
Hold on, Josh. Hold on, Jason. I got you. Watch this, Josh. Check this out. No. Watch this. Remember, Superman is the first movie. He's really starting out with Creature Commandos. If you think about it,
that is true.
Creature Commandos is going to be kind of like the first thing that has like sprinkles of.
But you know what?
Different DC stuff.
See, I agree with that though, because not a lot of people, unless you read the comics, know about Creature Commando. I'm okay with that.
So you telling me that James Gunn first step into Hollywood with his DC Universe bullet should be Creature Commandos?
No, if I had to pick first, I would go Lanterns.
No,
but I feel like Superman has already established himself.
Wait, well, hold on, Josh. Yeah, I think too. Okay, just like your point, I heard y'all earlier. Just like your point, like you said, people remember movies. If you did Green Lanterns first, their mind is automatically going to go to 2011 Green Lantern. I'm telling you, I know how people think, bro. I'm telling you, I know how people be acting. They would have done that. I get what you're saying.
You see, it's a show, right? You see, it's a show.
Thank you.
Not a movie.
But because
that's why I asked. Did Ryan? Not let me. I'm gonna stop saying Ryan's name because that's like using the Lord's name in vain. we talk about the Green Lantern in 2011. That joke might have ruined the brand. Like I asked, I don't know if that's true, but
it's only going to ruin the brand. It's only going to ruin the brand for people who watch. Okay, well, I just kind of put my foot in the mouth because most people watch. I need a Reeves and Constantine Swamp Thing. That would be dope.
Okay, I'm with that.
And they're doing Swamp Thing.
And that's another thing.
First.
Most people don't even know Swamp Thing is a part of DC Comics.
But it's not first.
And then come on, that'd be the perfect person to start with. No. Swamp Thing. Not a lot of people know about Swamp Thing, and to know about apparently the trees and all that. Oh my God!
All right, Josh. Let me ask you this question. Let's say you do start with the alternative of alternative. Do you ever do anything with Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman?
Yes, I would. Yes, I would.
A movie?
Yes, I'm not saying the Trinity.
How far along down the line?
Oh, easy, like 2 or 3. I mean, 3 or 4 movies, like before them. Hold
on. Say that. What was the question?
He said, if you did, would you get the Trinity in there? I said, yeah, but it would be 3 or 4 movies already in. Because, okay, I tell people all the time, heroes aren't interesting. Villains are. Okay. Get with me. Villains are interesting. Look, we all like the Penguin, right? Because we're interested in the Penguin's background. Look at Mr. Freeze. If you look at Mr. Freeze, this man was a doctor. He couldn't get the funding. So that's why he was trying to help his wife. The Joker. Everybody loves a crazy person. Okay? Everybody loves a crazy person. Lobo. I would love a Lobo.
I
think he's going to be in Supergirl. I think he will appear in Supergirl.
Oh, do you think it's and this is well, maybe we're not qualified, but I'll ask anyway.
Okay.
Do you think it's easier to make a superhero movie or a solo villain movie?
It depends on who the hero or villain is.
I was going to say that.
What are the best solo villain movies outside of the Joker? And I ain't even trying to be funny. I'm legit asking.
Yeah.
I feel like every villain it's not really a villain movie because a hero is somewhere in there.
Joker don't have no
right, except hero. Except Joker.
So I only say that because that's hard to pull off.
It is. It's very hard because most people don't care about the villain; they care about the hero.
Yeah, but I will say this: if you go with the alternative, whether it be Green Lantern or Swamp Thing, and you make a great movie out of it, you think you're going to get to wait 3 to 4 movies before doing a Superman or a Batman movie, you're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. Because if you can make Swamp Thing or Green Lantern a great movie as the first step, the next step is going to be one of those two. They're going to be like, oh, nah, if you could pop that off, do the Superman movie.
And don't get me wrong, I would want to see even more Wonder Woman than I would Batman and Superman. And let me tell you why.
You'll do 3 to 4 movies before Superman and Batman?
Yeah, because, okay, I love the story of Wonder Woman and the Amazons is just so dope to me. Like, the Amazon, the Trial of the Amazons, the comic book, like, them things are like that.
So you do Swamp Thing, Constantine, I'm trying to reach into the far nexus of DC. Let's say somebody like the Wonder Twins, and then you'll do Superman and or Batman.
Yep.
No.
I would do Wonder Woman and then Superman or Batman.
So he'll do Wonder Woman, Superman.
Like I would even
Thunderbolt, and then like
then Iron Man. Like, I mean, non-DC Hannibal. And look,
Apache Chief.
Okay, like Robin.
You do an Apache Chief movie?
Bruh, I'm trying to tell you. I would give a Robin movie, and I know you can't really have Robin without Batman. I know.
You know they'll get you for that, right? They complain about Venom with no Spider-Man.
But how about, but see, Damian, but Damian could be the exception. Because technically, Damian didn't get with Batman until later on, until he was a teen. He was spending his time with Ra's al Ghul and his mother, Talia.
But who trying to hear Damon get yelled at?
Damon is like the best. He's like one of the best Robins. He may just be better than Dick Grayson.
I'll take Richard Grayson over
Damian.
Damian. That man became Nightwing, man. When you become Nightwing, you bulletproof.
The Prestige. The Prestige, my movie.
That is kind of facts, though.
I cannot
believe
that.
First one to kind of leave the
Dick
house.
Grayson is a great. But see, I don't even see him as Robin anymore. I see him as Nightwing.
Yeah, off topic. If you ever read the Injustice comic, man, that part was so sad when they was wrecking.
So
and he threw the job.
I gotta read. I got Injustice on my thing to read. I gotta read that because I accidentally paid $120 for the DC Infinite for a year.
Yeah, Damian killed Richard by accident. They were.
Well, I know that
'cause
was in the
Damien-
game. That was actually in the game or something too.
It
Yeah,
happened in the comics.
Yeah, it happened
Damien's
yeah.
on Superman's side, who's lost.
right. I knew Damien
And
killed
Nightwing was on Bruce's side.
And Injustice, Damien, and when he's about to fight Batman, he says, "I'm sorry for what I did to Dick" or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Batman never forgave him. Batman
Right.
cried over Grayson's body. Damien was
I
like,
remember
"Bruh, Bruce, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to." And Batman
Yeah.
was just like, "You gone, bruh. Go back to
remember
Superman.
that.
You gone, bruh. You gone. I'm done with you." Never spoke to him again.
Yeah.
Hey, nah, look, real quick. I was saying, I texted y'all, but I said I'm about to dip out. But
Oh!
I just had to get my I had to get my penguin off.
Nah, you had to get your what off? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh my God, Ryan. Wait a minute. Whoa. Time out. Whoa, wait a minute, my boy. But nah, you good, Ryan. We'll holler at you, my boy.
Yeah, all right, Ryan.
All right, man.
Man, look, this one, insert Shannon Sharp meme when he. Okay, so with that being said, we all like the Penguin, and we're hoping for good things, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what days does the show? I don't even know what days the show comes on.
I don't know either, bro.
Oh my God! But I will say,
when did it come? Was it
Thursday? It was a Thursday.
Oh, it's probably Thursday again.
It's probably gonna be Thursdays again. But I will say, you're right. The anticipation, like, oh man, I can't wait to see the next episode of the Penguin. So I do agree with you. What you were saying right there is we got to stop binging shows and like hype up ourselves. I do believe that. I'm with you right there.
This is Sunday, the 29th.
So that means another episode.
Hold on, let me see.
Thursday. I guess that would make sense because technically this will be a week. Okay.
Yep, it's Sundays, so it comes out every Sunday.
Oh, so it's on that Game of Thrones stuff. Oh my God.
Yeah, you remember all the HBO
came on Sunday. Yeah, all the
Sunday.
HBO shows came on Sunday. But yeah, y'all, we just wanted to let y'all know we are going to be back next Wednesday. And we're going to talk about some more Penguin and some other things coming along that we're going to talk about. Jason, I'm about to say, you got anything?
Transformers 1.
Yes, because I wanted you to answer my question. I want to go see Transformers 1 because I do think the story is interesting. It's Optimus and Megatron before they were enemies. Is it worth me going to the movie theaters to see it?
Sort of.
Okay, I can stand by that.
I will say this.
Okay.
First of all, I would like to apologize for reading a book by its cover. I made an assumption, and that is something I have to work on. Now, my assumption still wasn't far off.
Javon said, "The hell with anticipation, binge all day." So you're saying
don't
that
binge, Javon. Don't binge. Let that joke. Huh?
You saying that you enjoy Transformers?
I did. I will say this.
Okay.
It being very jokey, that part is still true.
Okay.
And most of the jokes, except for one joke in particular, were not great jokes for me. Okay. The only joke that was great, you want me to? It ain't really a.
No, don't tell me because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go see it this weekend. I'm like 100% sure.
I will say, I wish I'm at a 3 out of 5. I wish, which is super high for what I thought I really was going to get.
That's high, yeah.
I will say this. The only knocks I have against it is it was too jokey, but one joke in particular got me. And I wish they would have put more context or add more depth to why Megatron became a bad guy. Just like Josh said, this is the story when they were friends. And if y'all have not watched anything Transformers over the years, you hear that they refer to themselves as brothers.
Right.
and
always have.
They started out as
They always have. They always have.
It is your typical Professor Xavier Magneto story.
Okay.
And you see the foundations of it built there.
Okay.
Where I misread it was when it got serious, it was good serious. And the lore of it was well done.
Okay. Okay.
It was well done. And it was good.
Wow. Okay.
We gotta talk about the Gods movie next time too.
The Gods.
Twilight of the Gods.
Yes, that gives me some time to watch it because I want to see it on Netflix. Yes. So
you ain't watched it yet?
I haven't watched it yet. But I'm going to watch it this week. So
I ain't giving that away. Y'all got
okay.
That one, but I'll give away Transformers. Transformers 1. That joke was.
Okay, I'm going to see.
It made me want to rewatch Beast Wars. And
Beast Wars is like that. Everyone, we want to thank y'all for coming out. We appreciate y'all. Make sure you hit that like and that subscribe button. We got to get to 4,000 watch hours, y'all. We got to do it. Go back and watch all my old videos. But we do appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And remember, if you can't be good at it. We see y'all here. Same bat time, same bat channel next week. Y'all stay frosty out there.